We are back on AIagentstore.ai today.
Yeah, our usual go-to.
We spend a lot of time scrolling through this feed, just filtering through the noise to find tools you can actually deploy right now.
Exactly. We're looking for utility, not just novelty.
Uh-huh.
And today's focus is squarely on the customer service stack.
Right, with an
So,
agent called Hugo.
Hugo, yeah.
I'm looking at the page right now, and the first thing that jumps out, and this is critical context for you listening, is that Hugo is native to the CRISP messaging platform.
Which is a pretty significant distinction. I mean, CRISP is a chat-first, real-time ecosystem.
Yeah, it's fast.
Right. Unlike a sluggish email ticketing system, users in a CRISP inbox expect immediate conversational replies. An agent here has to be way more fluid than your standard help desk bot.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But let's look at the claims being laid here, because I really want to challenge the math a bit.
Oh, the autonomy numbers.
Yeah, the page highlights a 72% autonomy level, but then right next to it, it says it resolves about 40% of support requests.
It does.
That leaves a pretty big gap.
It does. And that delta is where the technology actually gets interesting. Autonomy, in this context, it refers to the agent's ability to correctly identify intent and navigate the conversation.
So it knows what's going on.
Basically, yes.
Yeah.
It knows what's going on 72% of the time.
Yeah.
But resolution, that's the ability to close the ticket without any human help.
Okay, so in plain English, it understands the customer's problem most of the time, but it only has the keys to fix it about half the time.
Precisely. And that's actually a designed feature, not a bug.
How so?
Well, you don't want an AI hallucinating a refund policy it doesn't have authorization for, right?
Yeah.
The 40% represents the repetitive low-hanging fruit.
Password resets.
Exactly. Password resets, shipping status, basic troubleshooting.
Which implies the other 60% are the messy, complex problems. How does Hugo handle that? Does it just error out?
No, and this is where we move beyond simple keyword matching. It utilizes multi-turn context.
Sure.
It's maintaining state throughout the dialogue. If the conversation hits a complexity threshold or needs human empathy, it executes a handoff.
Maintaining state is key there, because there is nothing worse than a bot that forgets your name or your problem 3 messages in.
Right. And because it keeps the context, when it does hand off to a human agent, that agent can see the entire history. It acts like a triage nurse.
I like that.
It solves what it can, and for everything else, it preps the patient for the doctor.
It's a filter. But, and this is the risk, I think filters can get clogged, if that 72% autonomy isn't totally accurate, you're just gatekeeping your customers.
As that is the risk.
Yeah.
However, the pricing model suggests they are pretty confident. It's listed as freemium with a pay-as-you-go structure.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it lowers the barrier to entry. If you're a founder or operations manager, you can just run a pilot. You don't have to sign some massive 5-figure enterprise contract to see if it works.
Which effectively de-risks that clogged filter scenario. You can just turn it off if it's annoying people. So, looking at this broadly, what is the core takeaway for listeners running support teams?
Hugo represents a transition from just deflection, which often just annoys people, to actual resolution. If you can genuinely automate 30% of your volume, you aren't just saving money.
You're changing the team.
You're fundamentally changing the nature of your support team, yeah.
That brings up a lingering question for me, and something for you listening to mull over today. If the AI handles the 40% of easy questions, does the entry-level customer support role just cease to exist?
That is the provocation here. Support might become an exclusively high-level technical role because that easy training ground is just gone.
Definitely something to think about. You can find Hugo and check the specs yourself at AIagentstore.ai.
And a quick thanks to everyone for rating the podcast. It really helps us keep going.
We'll catch you next time.